Southeast Missouri State head coach Tom Matukewicz. The Redhawks will take on the #1 team in the FCS, Sam Houston, on Saturday, ESPN Plus. They're coming off a Thursday night game against 7th-ranked Southern Illinois. So, Coach, just thoughts on your team, and then we'll go to anybody that's got some questions.
Yeah, just you got to give credit to SIU. They got a really good football team. Got 16 six-year seniors back, and it showed. We certainly made them look really good also. So we got to try to clean that up. Looking forward to go playing in a great atmosphere and going down to Sam Houston. We're going to get to walk through Texas A&M Stadium the day before and all that. So excited about the trip, excited about the opportunity to see if we can improve against just a tremendous football team.
Thank you, Coach. Anybody that has a question for Coach Tuke, if you just let me know you have a question down in the chat, then I can call on you after that. So, Coach, you referenced it there in your opening statement, the SIU game. How much of that was things you said you need to work on, or how good do you think SIU is? Are they a top 10 legitimate team that you saw there?
I think they are. I think, we're playing SIU and then we'll play Sam Houston, so we'll get a really good idea. But, man, it's just it's hard to win when you have newcomers playing for you, and it's hard to lose when you have veterans. And so they're just such a veteran team. Even their quarterback, obviously he beat the #1 team in the country last year, North Dakota State, as a starter. And so I think they are a top 10 team. They're going to be hard to beat. And I'll tell you, and K-State, better be ready for them and don't take them lightly, because I do think they can certainly win that football game.
Again, anybody got questions, let me know down in the chat. Can you talk a little bit? You had a new quarterback you were playing. Can you talk a little bit about how that went and what needs to happen to make improvements in that area going forward?
Yeah, it was hard to get a good feel for him. We played 2 quarterbacks. One of our struggles was the line of scrimmage, lost it. And so it's really hard to judge a quarterback when he's running for his life. Both of them end up being tough because they got hit pretty good. So that's good. So it's still kind of a wait and see how they're going. I know, we had probably more problems than our quarterback that day.
And you ran for 142 yards. Geno has 104 yards. He's on the Walter Payton Award watch list. He obviously found some space there. Can you talk about his play?
Yeah, did just a tremendous job. He's a guy that's a workhorse, seems to get better as the game goes on, breaks a lot of arm tackles. And probably the biggest things, I was pleased with the progression that he's made when he doesn't have the ball, as far as the protections and all the other things that those guys got to do. So he's continuing to work on his skill sets and improve.
So we referenced Sam Houston, obviously, in the Open. They've won 12 straight games. They won the national championship. What else? What else have you seen? They obviously played Northern Arizona. If you got anything off that tape, if they're any different than they were last year?
No, I mean, you probably never have heard of this in my life, where someone wins a national championship and you bring every single one of the starters back. That's pretty just crazy times, right? And so, there's a reason they won it, and they're really talented, really well coached. And so, it's a tremendous challenge, but with that comes a great opportunity and get to test yourself against some of the best in the country.
We'll go to Anthony with a question. Go ahead, Anthony. Go unmute and ask away.
Good morning, Coach.
Morning.
So on Thursday's game, what were some of the things that you were a little surprised about that your team did, either good or bad, that you prepared going into it? What were some of the things that maybe surprised you about either how they played, penalties, anything like that, or offensively or defensively?
Where are you from, Anthony?
I'm from SEMO.
You're with a paper?
No, I do the ESPN Plus broadcast.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know. And so the question is, what's surprised about how bad we played? Is that basically what you're asking?
Not how bad, but how the performance of the team, what were some things that maybe surprised you in a good way too? I mean, not just in a bad way, but in a good way.
Well, I think when you look at some of the positives, a couple of drives, early on offensively, we had an 8-play drive and finished it with a touchdown pass by a quarterback. We were 3 and 11 on third down defense, which was nice. We had pretty good red zone. We ended up 2 sudden changes in the red zone. We muffed a punt, also turned it over at quarterback, and so gave him the ball in the end zone, and we made him kick a field goal, and we blocked a field goal. So those are some of the positives from the game. We played a lot of freshmen. We had 6 of our 9 DBs that played was the first time they got in the game at DB. So that was good. Got to play a lot of those. I think at the end of the day, the things that were disappointing was the things that we are in control of that have nothing to do with SIU, and that's the penalties. That's the missed assignments where guys were wide open because we made mental bust. And so we had some hydration issues, which we shouldn't. I mean, we had 5 guys cramp, and it's going to be even hotter in Sam Houston. And so that's a major concern for us going into this game.
Anybody else? Other questions for Coach Tuch? We have time for 3 more minutes if we need it. All right, Coach, nobody else has anything else for you. So thanks for taking time to join us. Best of luck. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Yep. Appreciate you guys.